Today we are going to talk about a very special group of women. They live in Japan. They dive deep into the cold ocean, and they do this without any special breathing equipment. They are called the ama. The word ama means sea women in Japanese. These women are free divers. That means they hold their breath and go under the water using only their lungs. They do not use oxygen tanks. They do not use machines, just their body, the water, and their breath. The ama have been diving for almost 2,000 years. That is a very, very long time. They work mostly near a place called Mie Prefecture. This area is on the coast of Japan, next to the beautiful blue ocean. For many generations, mothers taught their daughters how to dive. It is a tradition passed down through families. So what do they look for under the water? The ama dive to find food from the sea. They collect things like seaweed, abalone, and shellfish. Abalone is a type of large sea snail. People eat it, and it tastes very good. The ama bring these things up from the bottom of the ocean to sell and to eat. Many years ago, something very exciting happened. A man named Kokichi Mikimoto learned how to grow pearls inside oysters. Pearls are small, round, and very beautiful. People use them to make jewelry. When pearl farms started in Japan, many ama women began to work there. They used their diving skills to take care of the oysters in the sea. This was a new job, but they were already experts. Here is something very interesting. More than 95% of all ama divers are women. Almost all of them are women. Why? There is a simple reason. Women have a little more natural body fat than men. This body fat helps keep them warm in very cold water. The ocean near Japan can be very cold, especially in winter. The extra body fat works like a natural coat. It protects their bodies while they work. The ama do not wear heavy equipment when they dive. Long ago, they wore simple white cotton cloth in the water. Just white cloth. Why white? The ama believed that the color white kept sharks away. It was a kind of protection. Today, many ama wear modern wetsuits, but some ama still wear the old white outfits, especially when they show tourists their work. How deep do the ama dive? They go down about 15 to 30 feet. That is quite deep, and they stay under the water for up to 2 minutes at a time. Then they come back up to breathe. They do this again and again, many times in one day. It takes a lot of strength. It also takes a lot of practice. When the ama come up from the water, they make a special sound. It is a long, slow whistle. If you hear it, it sounds very beautiful and a little sad at the same time. But this whistle is not just pretty. It has an important job. It helps protect their lungs. When they come up from deep water, they let out their breath slowly and carefully. This protects their body from the pressure of the deep ocean. The ama learned this a very long time ago, and they still do it today. Ama girls start training when they are very young. Most of them begin around the age of 12 or 13. Their mothers or grandmothers teach them. They learn how to breathe, how to dive, and how to find things on the ocean floor. It takes many years to become a good ama diver. But once they learn, many women love this job for their whole life. In fact, many ama women dive well into their 70s. That means women who are 70, 75, or even older still go into the ocean and dive. They are very strong and they work very hard. Their bodies are used to the cold water and the hard work. It is truly amazing. But there is a sad part to this story. The number of ama divers is getting smaller every year. In the 1950s, there were more than 17,000 ama women in Japan. That was a large and strong community. Today, there are fewer than 2,000. That is a very big change. Many young women in Japan now choose different jobs. They move to cities and work in offices or shops. The old way of life is slowly disappearing. People in Japan and around the world want to protect the ama culture. It is an important part of Japanese history. It is also a beautiful example of women doing hard, skilled work together for thousands of years. So now, Many Ama women share their culture with visitors and tourists. They show people how they dive. They talk about their life in the ocean. They want people to understand and remember this tradition. If you ever visit Mie Prefecture in Japan, you might see the Ama at work. You can watch them dive into the cold water. You can hear their famous whistle as they come back up. You can learn about their old white clothing and the pearls they help to grow. It is a very special experience. The Ama are more than just divers. They are a living connection to the past. They show us how people lived close to nature for thousands of years. They show us that hard work, skill, and love for the ocean can last a very long time. The world is changing fast. Many old traditions are disappearing, but the Ama are still here. They are still diving, still whistling, still bringing beautiful things up from the bottom of the sea. And people around the world are now starting to listen to their story.